I don't feel safe anymore. Not me, folks. This is a story. Dearborn's Arab Americans on rising Islamophobia. Rob, if you want to pull this up on how they're feeling about what's happening in some places like Dearborn. I think this is on page 13. Rob, if you have a video, I don't think you have a video on it. No, you don't. Okay. So Amirah Shahran recalls it being a regular fall afternoon, October 2024. The Yemeni American who had been living in Dearborn and Detroit area for 4 years was preparing dinner while her mother took Amirah's 7-year-old daughter, Saida, to a nearby playground to play with her friends. But when the door of the home slammed open a little after 3 p.m., everything changed. Saida rushed in, holding a napkin against her neck. When Amida moved it away, she saw a long, deep cut across her daughter's neck. A man had approached her on the playground, grabbed her head, and slit her throat. What? With a knife. My mind flipped. I didn't know where I was. I mean, because my son was screaming, don't die, don't die. I didn't even know how to dial 911. Accused 73-year-old Gary Lansky, who lives near the park, was caught shortly afterwards and in January was found competent in child assault with intent to murder and other charges for a mom to see her daughter's throat open. It was was terrifying, says Amira. He's a 73-year-old. How could he do that to a little child? Saida received 20 stitches and is scared mentally and physically. Most of her nights are still filled with nightmares. So, Tom, this story is about the levels of crime that is happening in Dearborn. Is that what she's talking about?
Yeah, specifically the Islamophobic attacks that are occurring in the area.
Which means what, Rob? Like they're attacking
people, Muslims specifically, for their faith in Dearborn.
How much, what are the numbers that you see with that? So let's see that one right there, Rob. The Islamophobic, that paragraph you had, attacks across the U.S. have risen presently in 2 years since Hamas's attack on Israel, which killed about 200, and the soon destruction of Israel and Gaza, more than 67,000 people. Last year, Council of American Islamic recorded 8,658 complaints. Report of anti-Semitism have also searched and recent report released on Sunday found that more than half of American Jews say that they have faced anti-Semitism in the past year. Data's difficult. So wait, are they saying that they're being targeted?
Yeah, like that's the point that I'm trying to figure out is this lady saying that her kid was stabbed in the neck by this guy because he wanted to go after them because they were Muslim? Like how do you even, did he scream something like go back to your country?
So first of all, it is horrible. Go ahead, Rob.
Down a little bit further, it starts to point out last month a mosque in a neighboring Dearborn Heights neighborhood received a call from a Texas man threatening to burn down Dearborn and its mosques. On September 23rd, a Virginia man was arraigned in court on terrorism charges for threatening on YouTube to attack a mosque in Dearborn. And then there was an incident in August in which a man was arrested for writing on social media that he wanted to see marchers at a Muslim religious event taking place in Dearborn be shot. So they're saying they're no longer feeling safe in Dearborn because of instances like this.
There's two sides to this. The first side is very, very clear. This little girl, regardless of her background,
denomination, nobody cares.
Cut.
Nobody wants to see that happen.
No, this is horrible. But and let's set that there. Now then, was it pure Islam? Was it an older gentleman who didn't like Arabs or Muslims, assumed she was Muslim, and then went to do this? If that's what happens, then that guy goes to prison.
Rob, what's the investigation say about this? Do you have data on?
I'm taking a look right now into Gary Lansky. He's a 73-year-old suspect.
I didn't see a conclusive thing.
Yeah,
or
like
that he had confessed or anything was
Why would Guardian write an article like this? If there is, let's know about it. So, was charged with assault, intent to murder, and some different connections, bludgeon knife on a 7-year-old. Why though?
But if it was a hate crime, there would be hate crime charges if they were targeting them specifically due to their religion.
It sounds like, Rob, like they're assuming because they're of the Muslim faith. I don't know, was she wearing a hijab and stuff like that? That's a weak story.
And by the way, CAIR, C-A-I-R, you can go look them up. They have been allegedly manipulating statistics about problems happening in their community. And there have been news outlets that have said, hey, are we sure these numbers are right?
You see
These are all allegations against each other, but you can't just take, in this case, don't take CARE's word for it. Oh, there's been 8,678, Islamophobia threats against our people. Hang on. You gotta be careful with that sort.
You see that? You see. So he was not officially charged, Gary Lansky. And then look at the second sentence: the victim's family, community groups, civil rights organizations have called for hate crime charges, arguing the attack might have been motivated. How about just crazy? Maybe the guy was just crazy to go stab a freaking child. There's something wrong with you. I'd see that's weak reporting. Might have been. That's like.
And the Guardian found 3 instances widely spaced.
Guy,
they are desperately trying to paint America as
racist.
Just laying in the weeds, ready to attack poor little Dearborn. And they're not even talking about, you can go look up Dearborn and go look up radical clerics, and clerics are saying horrible things, and they're all turning an eye the other way. And the police for 2 weeks had Muslim language on the badge for the police. They since pulled that off, as I understand it. But come on, guys. This is, and I'm speaking to the Guardian. This is so one-sided here.
It's weak.
None of this makes sense. I'll give you a quick breakdown. This whole story, whoever wrote this article with the Guardian deserves Donald Trump to just show up and be like, "You're fired. You're fake news." This whole story doesn't add up. You're telling me this. Some old white guy shows up in a Muslim majority city, Dearborn, and just is going out to do hate crimes because he's Islamophobic. How about just the very basics? Some old weird scumbag came in and tried to kidnap a kid or cut the kid's throat.
Maybe a crazy pedo.
Whatever it is. Yeah. This is the equivalent of saying, Compton, it's mostly black. Yeah, white racists are rolling up on Compton and trying to eliminate kids. That doesn't happen. White racists are rolling into Dearborn and in a Muslim area trying to threaten people. That's just not a thing. It's like, you ever see the Dave Chappelle skit when he reenacted the Jussie Smollett detective?
Yeah, of course.
Asking, so he's like, all right, so what do we got here? So you went for a walk at 4 a.m. in February. It's minus 10 degrees. Got it.
Yeah.
Because you're hungry. Got it.
A lot of snow.
And
white snow. That was white snow.
Tom. And then you got, so 2 guys approach you with MAGA hats in Chicago at 4 a.m. Yeah, this whole story doesn't add up. And it turned out to be a farce. Sometimes stories are just clickbaity headlines with no substance. And they're trying to tie Islamophobia to this guy, whatever he did. Now, I'm not denying that Islamophobia exists, anti-Semitism exists. This seems like complete fake
but
news.
you know what?
Clickbait from the Guardian.
Yeah, but
How odd.
Do you know what the actual attitude from people that live in Dearborn and stuff are, Rob? Is this the one where they're saying America must fall? Is this the clip? Remember this one? Guy, just for people that are trying to figure out Dearborn, if you've been off the radar, go ahead, play this clip.
The victory. We haven't done anywhere near enough.
Boom.
And the people here, I promise you, we do feel ashamed. We do feel like we're not doing enough. We do feel like change needs to come, because change must come. And in the form that it must come is that this empire, the American empire that's been hurting our people since the beginning, the imperial Western powers that have been hurting our people since the beginning, they must fall. And
So
inshallah,
America,
they will fall. And my
Rob, and then the
message
next
to the
clip
people
had
of
this.
Gaza-
So that's
Since the beginning,
people in Dearborn
America
want
existed
America to
during the-
fall. Some crazy guy stabbed the kid, and I hope the kid's okay.
I didn't know America had been around for 2,000 years.
Yeah, weird. And then this guy, look,
Since the beginning.
this is in Dearborn saying death to America. Could you play this one, Rob?
We've been asked in the past,
Michigan activist.
why are our protests on the International Day of Quds, why are they so anti-America? Why don't we just focus more on Israel and not talk so much about America? Gaza has shown the entire world why these protests are so anti-America. Because it's the United States government that provides the
how
funds
long is the
for
clip?
all of the atrocities that we just
They
heard
start
about.
chanting. Oh, you can
And this is why
you
Imam
can pause it,
Khomeini,
Rob,
who
'cause
declared
Imam
in this
Khomeini,
video,
he's giving a shout out to
listen to this. This is in Dearborn. Go ahead, Rob.
America.
That's in Michigan. Death to America. But my point is,
How are
and you're
these people
trying to,
not arrested
and you're
on
trying,
Malcolm X
terrorists?
but you can pause it up. And so for them to report a story of a poor kid getting stabbed and saying it might be is a BS
This is the
lazy
one
story.
part. This is the one part that we have a leak in the Constitution that if there's going to be anything that takes this great country down, it'll be this. Play this clip, Rob. This is New York City, by the way. Go ahead.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
This is New York City. Okay? All right, so you can pause it right there. Now go do this in Yemen. Go do this in Jordan. Go do this in Iran. Go do this bring thousands of Christians outside and pray and see what happens. Go out and do that. See what takes place there.
Good luck.
So this is the part where in America, if there is a thing long term that destroys America from within, it'll be because of this. And Christians being too tolerant of this becoming a norm. Very simple. And I know it's not the popular thing to say. I've been saying it more than ever before.
It's the truth.
I'm just saying it's
you know what I'm really curious about? Let's say this peace deal in the Middle East actually holds. Let's just say there's peace in the Middle East. What happens to all these people? What are all these protesters? What do they all do? Because let me make a prediction. The same people that are doing the Free Palestine, the Gays for Gaza stuff, they were the same people doing the BLM stuff. They were the same people doing the trans stuff. They were the same people doing the Me Too movement. That whole collection of progressives. Right now, Trump's president. We're done with DEI. The trans stuff is done. Let's say there's peace in the Middle East. What do all these people do?
Well, Gays for Gaza are going to go to Gaza.
What are they going to focus on at that point?
Well, gays are going to go
because
party in
they
Gaza.
need to feel the oppressor, oppressed dichotomy. What's next?
Let me
like this is something that we're going to find out in 2026.
You know whose birthday is on October 14th? The great Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
This morning, you know what I was doing this morning? I was watching a podcast that we did with Charlie. And as I was watching it, I was telling myself, I so miss talking to this guy. And I was like hoping for another conversation with this guy, but he's no longer with us. So this is what we're doing today. We did it last month, and we're going to announce it again when all the sales that happen. Anything you buy, we have new shirts here, okay? That's Charlie Kirk that says live free, freedom, live free. Any of these shirts with Charlie Kirk's face on it, 100%, not profits, it's our cost. The ones that say freedom, live free, that are the Charlie Kirk's shirts, 100% of the proceeds are going to Charlie Kirk's kids for future college, business, whatever they choose to do.
Wow.
And I mean 100% of all the stuff that we're talking about. So if it's $50,000, it's going that way. It's $100,000, going that way. $200,000, it's going that way to their kids. So if you're somebody that loves Charlie and you want to get one of these shirts that says freedom to live free, go to the other one, Rob, if you don't mind going back. The other one that says live free, or the one that says freedom on the right, top right. This one is sick, by the way. Look at that shirt right there.
Oh, his face is in there.
Yeah, this one that says live free. This is a newer one.
That's bad.
Go back, Rob, if you can, and then go to the one on the right, the top right one, red, Charlie Kirk, freedom. Any of these shirts you pick up, 100% of the proceeds will go to his kids. October 14th, this is one way of us giving a gift to him who is no longer with us here today. Thank you for your support. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.